So my bow setup this year is the Blackout NV-32. I'm shooting about 64 pounds. My most comfortable draw length on this bow is 28.5. I've outfitted it with a variety of accessories. I'm shooting some micro diameter arrows this year in the Gator SS broadheads from Blackout, and then I topped it off with a brand new prototype Garmin Xero sight. This sight is the most intuitive of the Garmin Xero sights as far as I'm concerned, because the setup process is totally different. You've got more mechanical options to be able to dial in pinpoint accuracy. You're able to tell it how fast your bow's shooting so it can help set and speed up some of the process. So technologically, I'm just shooting a phenomenal setup this year, but you always have to remember in bow hunting, or really in anything, you can have the highest technology in the world, but the human's still got to control his emotions. He's still got to perform at that time of everything going down. Bow hunting technology, just like everything in the world, has certainly advanced and continued to grow. Everything in the world, technology has changed. In a lot of ways, it's made it better. I'm not saying I enjoy everything that has happened in technology, but there's a lot of advancements in technology that have really, caused a lot of things to be better. But in bow hunting, the technological advancements have really been phenomenal.
Whenever I first started bow hunting, I remember I had this old Fred Bear Whitetail 2, and the thing, whenever I got it, was almost as tall as I was. And from then to now, the technology has made it just so much more efficient. For when you're shooting, you don't get tired as easily, and when you have a faster bow, that deer's not going to be able to jump your string as much. So there's just so many things that have changed over the last 15, 20 years that just make bow hunting more exciting.
I've used, upgrades in technology in bows, and it's funny because I'm not a guy to move on just to move on to the next latest and greatest. I like to get something that I feel works for me, that I can have some confidence in, I guess, is probably the biggest point. If I'm confident in my gear and that I can do what I need to do in the stand in a hunting situation, then I'm okay with that. If that technology, if that piece of equipment's several years old, I'm not too worried about it. However, sometimes things come along that up the game and you try it and you're like, wow, now how do I live without this? The Garmin Xero is one example of that. You could point to various types of broadheads and bows as well. I have a bow I've been using for several years now. It's quiet enough, it's fast enough, I shoot it well enough. I'm not inclined to move on from it. It's the hunter, it's case by case, and confidence and comfort, I think, are paramount. If you can fit in some upgrading, I guess, and try it and like it, great. But I really don't force myself to be, browsing and looking and scouring the interwebs and all that kind of stuff, looking for things that are going to make me better. Because if I'm comfortable, confident, and I'm shooting and I'm practicing and on the range, everything's hitting where I need it to, then actually I'm more inclined not to rock the boat. Let's just keep it as it is, because when it's time to be in the stand and have an animal in front of you, I want to have the utmost confidence that I can get the job done.
I know there's a lot of old schoolers that look at it, and I used to be one of them, that, man, things are advancing too much, this is not fair, that's not fair. But if you think about it from a deer aspect, people are more accurate with these newer weapons, and it's more ethical for deer. How can you say ethical is shooting a deer with a longbow that's shooting about 150 feet per second, that if you hit him, chances are, first off, he's going to jump your string, and then you're going to hit him back or hit him low or high, or you're just not as accurate. Anything that you can be more ethical with and not make a deer suffer, to me, it just makes hunting better.